Okay, so it's been a little bit in terms of actual time since recording yesterday's episode, but I have managed to install a newer version of Android. Now, this isn't Android 13. I bet the setup screen would look quite different because of how square those are. This is actually Android Oreo. Now, it shouldn't really matter that much, it's just more of it'd be funny to see Android 13 on here because, you know, it's a almost 12-year-old phone. It's kind of crazy to think about that. Yeah. Should I do the setup off camera? I'll do the setup off camera and then I'll show you it. Here we are. Now, God, there's one funny bug on here. The clock appears up there 3 times in the status bar. Oh, turned off. On you go. Settings. Is this on full brightness? No. Full brightness, please. All sorts of stuff appearing on my screen. Is there dark mode? I think it was introduced in like Android 10, unfortunately. No, that can go away. I'll turn up the brightness for God's sake. Maybe I can. Oh! Black. Come on. I guess it's only applies for certain apps. Not ideal, but oh well. Let's turn the display size all the way down because that's how I use stuff. I want as much information squished on here. You may not like it, but that's how I do things. So it's nice that it's a feature on here. I think turning down the font size would be a bit too much. Yeah, I'll leave it on the default. Okay. Not really much else to do. Apart from fix the thing. How do I do it? I can't remember where it is, but I know what you're supposed to do. So, if I search, it's a bit slow, but it's not necessarily laggy, to be fair. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, clocks. Oh, wait, clock position. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah. Cool. So basically what you do is, it's already done it. Cool. I guess time to install some apps, am I right? I'll see you in a sec. Oh God, that's annoying me. There we go. There. Let's get to work. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so I've done quite a bit of stuff, so I sort of got carried away. I mean, the time shows 4:36. Sorry. Yeah, so let's show you some stuff. So I've got quite a bit of games. So I'm a bit confused. So Roblox, it was initially saying you cannot play this. And eventually when I went on like more basic one, basically the play button was sort of greyed out. But when I did a different one, like a really basic one, the play button wasn't greyed out, but it eventually crashed. 2048 works, I mean it works on Android 4. Some of Geometry Dash and Cubic Castles, theoretically, I just didn't test them out. Got Temple Run 1 and Temple Run 2, I've not played them yet. I've got quite a lot of stuff on here. As I said, I've got Slide, and tried this out. I swear that's different. The logo's, the same though. Yeah, the only problem with this is it's not necessarily laggy, it's just slow. Like slow. Which is why I'm not actually showing you opening them, because it's late and I need to get sleep. I got Husky, it's supposed to be a Pleroma Mastodon client. I tried logging in, it had problems, so I'm not logged in. I've got Telegram, I've not logged into there, so I've got the Aurora store because the Google Play Store just didn't end up working essentially. It's complaining about Google Play services. I've got F-Droid here, which took literally forever to install. Yeah, look, I kept on getting that pop up. Yeah. Oh no, what's happened? Has it just... Also, another thing that's really weird. I've installed Firefox on here, but when I launch it, it crashes the phone, just like that. Maybe I accidentally hit the button, because there's just a shortcut to open Firefox there for some reason. But yeah, still probably faster than an iPhone 4S trying to beat iOS 9. Probably not faster than an iPhone 4S on iOS 5 though now. It's on Android 8.1. But yeah, app support is pretty much everything you can think of supports this. It's just crazy to think about, because this is a almost 12-year-old phone. Obviously, compared to an iPhone 4S, not a lot of things are still supporting it. That's partially because of Apple, but I don't know how much of it is Apple, but a noticeable amount of that reason is probably because of Apple. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit when I've done more exciting stuff. I'll probably show you some stuff, but I'm gonna get some sleep because I need it. Goodbye. See you in a bit. Okay, so now it's past night time and quite a bit. I've been up for a lot longer. It's just I'm very good at not doing what I'm supposed to do. Well, more like I got a bit carried away with doing stuff on here, pretty much. So, first off, I've gone to the lawn chair launcher. I've used it before. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, so one of the things I've done is made my icons square. I've slightly rounded it just to make it look a bit nicer. What else? I've installed a lot more stuff, of course. I've got Flappy Bird on here. Now, of course, it's probably not that surprising that it just sort of works. This is 1.3, I can tell because of the buttons. But yeah, look, it works. Not much to say about Flappy Bird. It's covered, whole and boring game. I got the blockheads to work, by the way. Maybe it just wasn't causing the device to crash. You just need a bit of patience. I don't really have patience though, as you might be able to tell, but to be fair, it's always interesting seeing stuff run on here that feels like shouldn't be running on here, even though Blockhead should be running on here because it's like 4.1. It's like minimum is like 3.1. Yeah, I also found out how to get to the multitasking, whatever you want to call it. Basically, you have to hold down this button and then you can do it. Okay? I've also got... Oops, didn't mean to do that. I've also got a fork of Telegram. Well, I say I don't know what it adds. I do actually know what it adds. Yeah. So yeah. One of the things it adds that normal doesn't have is square profile icons and server icons. It looks so nice with this, especially on this phone, because it's quite a square phone. So yeah, I've also tried to do a theme, except from I can't get a chat background, so I guess the only way I'll be able to do it is just to get a wallpaper that's just completely black. But yeah, I've tried to make some stuff black on there because, you know, the OLED screen. AMOLED, technically. I don't know what's the difference between AMOLED and OLED. I've got Tap the Frog here. I don't know if it actually runs. For some reason, Tap the Frog 1 is only on the Play Store. I don't understand why. I'm also missing Unblock Me. Well, I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Also, another thing is, I guess it does work. I don't know what the minimum version is. I wouldn't be surprised if it would support more stuff. Yeah, so here's my app drawer. Here's all my apps I've got so far. I do want to get a theme. Oh, Fedilab. This is quite a cool piece of software. From what I can tell, it seems to be what I want. Just a universal Fediverse app for, you know, whatever Fediverse stuff there is. Of course, it can't quite support everything, but it supports PixelFed, Mastodon, PeerTube, and Pleroma. Now, let's have a look at video playback. By the way, I did do video playback on YouTube, and God, that player really does sort of remind me of the YouTube player. Maybe it's like just a built-in Android player. What resolution is this? And it's currently playing at 640 by 360. What does none do? Is it just audio? I mean, it had another separate thing. I don't get what that is, but yeah. Oops, didn't mean to press that. So, I mean, it works at 360p if you're interested. High resolution, so I don't know, it just doesn't seem to let me. Oh, it has. Jesus Christ, it is certainly copying YouTube. Okay, so I might not be going crazy. Pick a resolution. Yeah, so it only wants me to do that, and then you can do that. Yeah, it's a bit broken, let's admit it. But yeah. I mean, it works, I guess. Sure. YouTube, it was sort of lagging a bit on 720p with like nothing else open. And then 360p, it was all smooth and stuff. For some reason, I didn't have an option for 480p. Maybe it was just that particular video, I don't know. I've also got Lima here. Now, I've not actually been able to log in yet. But can I just say that button down there is just ugly. Why can't it just be on the bar? I don't know. But yeah. Have I covered everything? I've got slide here. Doesn't really work. I think I've already said that. Yeah. really not much else to say, I guess. I've had no luck with Cubic Castle still, even with stuff closed. Crossy Road didn't work either. Oh yeah, I've just remembered probably the final thing for today's video is I've managed to find my 64 gig SD card. I've put it in here, so now I've got 72 gigs, even though this is actually a 16 gig phone. I know the main partition isn't 16 gigs, which is a bit weird, but I mean, I've still got a lot of storage, so it doesn't really matter. And also I've enabled battery percentage and had the clock centered. I'll probably change the wallpaper. I don't necessarily know what to, but this wallpaper's not actually that bad. But yeah. And at the end of the day, don't forget, this is a almost 12-year-old phone. And yeah, it's just running all of these applications pretty well. And yeah, also, I've sort of got a SIM card working. I've got my Tesco mobile SIM card in here. Shall I actually try my Vodafone and see what happens? Okay, I will. See you in a sec. Okay, so I've tested out the cellular functions of the device, and they very much do work. I even had a call for like a minute between this and what I'm filming with the iPhone 8 Plus. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Maybe next episode I'll install more interesting games like Asphalt 8, Minecraft, GT Racing 2, all those stuff. I don't know if there's GT Racing for Android. Maybe there isn't, because I would have heard of it, I don't know. But yeah. Also, I've got H Plus on the Vodafone, which is supposed to be like 3.5 G, or not. Actually, I think it's like 3.95 G. What was that LTE? I don't know. But yeah, or maybe it is 2G. I don't know. Because they're supposed to shut down their 3G. I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe it's like 2G plus. I don't know. Okay, I should probably just stop saying nonsense. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed this. And goodbye, people. Bye.